Welcome back, you guys, to another video. Thanks so much for being here. Today we're showing you the before and after of a house that we bought back in November of last year. So we've spent the last 3, 4, I guess 5 months now remodeling it, fixing it up, making it look really nice. So let's take you around the outside and then we'll take you inside, show you the before and after, how it looked before, everything that we've done. Obviously we think it looks really good, but we're probably biased. It's ready to go, it's on the market, it's been listed for about 3 days, so we hope that it goes really quick, and it's been a really fun flip so far. It actually kind of surprises me because I remember, or at least I thought I remembered what it looked like before, before we touched it, before we did anything, and then seeing the afters, and I thought that I was prepared to see the transformation, and then you go back and look at the befores, and it's pretty shocking what the house looked like before. So let's take you around, take you inside, and see for yourself. Okay, so as you can see from the before pictures, you can see that now we have painted the exterior of the house. We picked a blue, but the painter chose a different blue than we picked out, so we don't love the blue. We thought it was going to be quite a bit darker, kind of more like a deep navy blue, and it's kind of this like royal blue. I don't know, we're not a big fan of it. I think next time when we do this, we'll be very specific and say use this specific paint color, because we're not at all happy with the way that they painted it. It looks okay. I mean, we would have changed things if we could, but I don't think it'll be an issue coming to sell. Doesn't look too bad. On the front, you can see that we painted all of that nasty, ugly rock. We painted it white. We also redid the siding. There was some yellow siding that was up in front of those skylights, and so we replaced all that, and now it's not this ugly red copper color. It's nice and clean and fresh. The nice thing too is you can see from the outside that there is the metal roof. So most of the time when we do a house flip, we have to replace the roof, and that's $7,000 to $10,000 typically. So it was nice that we didn't have to do that on this one. As far as landscaping goes, we tried not to touch anything just because I hate doing landscaping, but there were some really overgrown trees and shrubs and bushes that we had to rip out. So we took all that, ripped all that out, and we didn't put anything in, in its place. I think we probably could have. We thought that we were going to get this on the market sooner than it is, and so there was still snow on the ground, or at least we thought there was going to be snow on the ground, so we wouldn't have to do anything with the landscape. We're going to try it out, see what happens, see if the landscape is an issue, but I think overall it probably won't matter. So we cleaned all that up. It looks a lot better. We also cut down some trees in the backyard, which I'll show you, but for the most part, landscaping, we just cleaned it up, and then for the rest of it, we just left it how it was. Like I said, for the backyard, we just cut down a couple of trees. There's these and a couple others back around that were either leaning on the garage behind me or leaning against the house or on the roof. And so we just wanted to cut those down and make sure that any prospective buyers didn't see that as a con or anything that they would have to deal with later. So there's no damage to the roof or anything like that, but we just wanted to clean them up and make sure that it wasn't rubbing against the roof. The size of this yard is actually really, really nice. It's a nice big yard, and then the house was built in 1930, I think, and so you can see this humongous tree that's behind me. I mean, there's some really nice shade in this yard, so hopefully that's appealing to prospective buyers. But really good size yard. We're excited about that. Trees, clean those up, and then other than that, we didn't really touch much of it. Okay, coming inside, you can tell that probably the biggest part of the transformation is on the interior of the house. In this room, I don't know what they were thinking. Like the texture on the walls was really interesting. The texture on the ceiling was really interesting. Like on the ceiling, there was like almost, it looks like a checkerboard that had different directions of the different, I don't know what they were thinking. So anyway, in here we did all new carpet. We added kind of an entryway. We staged it really nice. We skim coated over all of the walls, did brand new texture, painted it a very neutral gray and white. And I mean, I think it looks a lot better. There was also a busted out window back here behind me. We took that and replaced that. Obviously that would not be a huge selling point. So overall, we think this room turned out really, really well. It's nice and open. There's some really nice, big, bright windows, lets in a lot of light, and I think that'll be pretty appealing for whoever decides to purchase this house. Moving into the kitchen, I think this room for sure is kind of the biggest transformation as far as before and afters go. So back here behind me, as you look in the pictures, you can see that it was just nasty old original cabinets. We could have done what we do before where we just paint them, add kind of a little decorative trim around each of the individual doors, but the kitchen was so large and there's definitely room for additional cabinet space. And so this one, where we typically like to keep cabinets, we actually ended up ripping them all out and then replacing them with Lowe's cabinets. We did prefab countertops, but they kind of have that marble look to them, so they look really nice. All stainless steel appliances, stainless steel sink. Again, in here we did all new texture, skim coated everything, neutral paint color, and this room is really going to be the focal point of the house. So obviously we wanted this one to kind of just really pop, and as you see in the before pictures, we think it really did that. We love how this turned out. This room right here is kind of an odd room. It could be used as either just kind of a sunroom / sitting room, or if you added a closet, it could be an additional bedroom. Kind of weird. We're not really sure what its purpose is for, but we decided to paint it anyway. A lot of people, when they see paneling, like in the pictures I'm showing you now, they think, great, I'm gonna have to just pull off all this paneling and drywall it, and it's gonna be this huge task. And honestly, truly, if you just paint it, you just paint right over the wood, it actually opens it up quite a bit. I was surprised by how much larger this room looks, even just with the paint color. You know, it's kind of surprising that it's exact same size, but by going with a neutral color, it really opens up the room a ton. So if someone wanted to put a closet in here, this could be used as a third bedroom, or just could be part of a living room or a sitting room if you wanted to. But anyway, paint goes a long way. We're really happy with how this room looks. Right behind where I'm standing, right over here, there used to be a door that actually led into the bedroom on the other side of this wall. So obviously we had to cover that up and fill that in. So we framed over that, put a piece of sheetrock over that, again, skim coated it, painted it, and now you can't even tell that there was a door there. So pretty standard bedroom. On the other side of me is some nice built-ins that, again, just painted, new carpet in this one, and for the most part of this room is pretty much ready to go. Nothing too fancy with it, just, you know, just a standard bedroom. Coming into the master bedroom, again, it's just a bedroom, so there's nothing too fancy about it. New carpet, new paint, skim coated the walls, paint everywhere. And this, I believe, is the master, or what would be used as a master, because it's connected to a bathroom. The bathroom was kind of a weird setup. It used to be a separate bathroom on its own, but we closed off a section of the hallway so that this really can be the master suite and not just an additional bathroom in the hallway. There used to be 2 in the hallway, which was kind of strange. So we sectioned that off and turned this into the master suite. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this house. Again, really happy with how it turned out. We hope that it sells quick. We've got it listed for $170,000. So hopefully at that price point, it will go quick. We'll just have to watch the market and see. But it's a really cute house. You know, my wife has staged it with a couple of different things. As far as our staging, we try and go fairly minimal. We don't really like to have tons of furniture in the house. For example, we used to put beds and all this stuff in the different bedrooms. And for the most part, people don't have a problem imagining that a bed would go in a bedroom. That's kind of self-explanatory. With the kitchen and the front room, people sometimes need a little bit more help with staging, so we'll put just very minimal amount of furniture, but it fills the space but isn't super crowded at the same time. So anyway, so that is the house. We think it looks great. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Happy to answer those. Until then, we'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching.